Hi, I'm Meredith Harris with the Marlborough Economic Development Corporation, also known as MEDC, and I'd like to welcome you to this month's edition of our newsletter geared towards keeping everyone informed about all of the city happenings here in Marlborough, Mass. I'll go over the city's business and economic development news and fill you in on what our team is following right here in Marlborough. Here at MEDC, we were excited to host our 13th annual Founders Reception at Wemmy's Kitchen and Lounge right here in downtown Marlborough. The focus of this year's reception was to celebrate 10 years of new and expanding business, restaurants, cultural and aesthetic improvements, mixed-use developments, and the overall progress in the Marlborough Village District since the 2014 zoning was approved. Thank you to all of you who were able to join us, and for those that were not able to be there, our friends at WMCT TV captured the spirit of the event and all of the remarks, which you can catch on the replay by clicking on the link below. That same week, we were thrilled to host the third annual Marlborough Restaurant Week. With over 20 participating restaurants, this community was happy, full, and eating well. Thank you to all of you who came out to support our restaurant industry, and for the restaurants that showed up, got creative, and delivered. We were excited to award a Toolbox grant this month to Haley Jean Aesthetics. Haley Lopez, a Marlborough resident and registered nurse, received assistance through the Rental Assistance Program to make her vision of opening a beauty and self-care aesthetic studio right here in Marlborough a reality. Make sure to check out Haley's new space on Boston Post Road West, and to learn more about the grant opportunities available through MEDC, please click on the link below. Last but certainly not least, our team has been on the move as we attended both the launch of Invest Boston and the State of the Worcester Market, connecting with state partners and colleagues from across the Commonwealth, and we were excited to see Marlborough featured in the 35th anniversary edition of the Worcester Business Journal, alongside Hudson and Fitchburg as a transforming community. To read the article, please click on the link below. In business news, we were excited to see several Marlborough-based companies growing, being recognized, and celebrating. Boston Scientific is in the news again as they celebrate their 45th anniversary this month, but also because they recently acquired 3 companies, Cortex, Exonics Inc., and Intera Oncology, fostering continued growth in the life science industry. 2 of our larger companies in the city announced executive changes, with BJ's naming Scott Schmadek as the new Executive VP and COO, and Mark Agacinelli being named the new president of the Davis Companies based here in Marlborough. Congratulations to both Scott and Mark. We look forward to working with both of you in your new roles. The New England Sports Center was celebrated alongside the DCU Center in Worcester and Wachusett Mountain in Princeton as a top tourist destination in Central Mass by the Worcester Business Journal. To hear more about our beloved indoor skating facility that draws over 1 million visitors annually, its origin and future plans, make sure to check out the article linked below. In downtown Marlborough, we welcomed a pop-up shop graduate, Rocks and Roots, to their new storefront on Main Street, while Lost Shoe Brewing and Roasting Company committed to another 5 years on Weed Street, and Zarape celebrated their 13th anniversary over on Maple Street. Congratulations to all of these wonderful small businesses that breathe life into our downtown area each and every day. And last but certainly not least, Sartorius celebrated the grand opening of their brand new Center for Bioprocess Innovation along Donald Lynch Boulevard. The new facility includes research labs and process development services that will enable next-generation therapeutics and growth within the life science industry. Congratulations to the entire Sartorius team. In state economic development news, the Massachusetts legislature came to an agreement on an important piece of legislation known as the Mass Leads Act, or the Economic Development Bill. Governor Healy signed the $4 billion bill, which will allow the state to drive new innovation, create and retain jobs, and support communities through increased support and new programming across several different industries, including life sciences, climate tech, advanced manufacturing, small business, and more. Locally, the Marlborough City Council approved a TIF for Cytiva as they expand operations on Forest Street, investing $25 million into new lab and training space, bringing over 100 jobs to the city and close to 5,000 visitors annually. Coming up in Marlborough, we are excited to participate in the Marlborough Holiday Stroll hosted by the Downtown Village Association in collaboration with the City of Marlborough for the annual tree lighting on Sunday, December 8th. For more information on this fun, family-friendly event, please click on the link below. Here at the MEDC, we are excited to welcome Katie Perry, Vice President of Business Administration for local IT company Technium, to discuss a unique and exciting partnership with Marlborough Public Schools on the next episode of Exploring Economic Development with MEDC, December 4th at 10 a.m. Make sure to tune in. You can find links with information on all of these stories and more in the description of our YouTube video. We also encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our new content that we're working hard to provide for you. And before we let you go, we think it's only right to end this month's edition by remembering and honoring a very special member of our board of directors, Steve Eulis. Steve, owner and executive chef at Firefly's Barbecue, recently passed unexpectedly. Steve was a brilliant culinary expert, a pillar in the hospitality community, and always willing to give back. He was a mentor to not only our team, but to so many students and budding restaurant employees in this community, never hesitating to share his knowledge and work ethic. He always answered the call and filled our hearts with hospitality and food for many years. Steve's legacy will live on for years to come, and he will be greatly missed.
Steve Eulis, owner, Firefly's Barbecue. 24 years, going strong. I'd like to say we're a Marlborough barbecue institution. Being in business in Marlborough for, like I said, the 24 years, it has been amazing. I owned other restaurants in other cities, not in towns. As far as the expansion and the cooperation with all of the city officials from the bottom all the way to the top has been incredible. We've gone through a few major renovations over the years, from our outdoor backyard to Dante's and our bar and entertainment area. So it's really been a joy to work with the city of Marlborough and how pro-business this city really is. I grew up in the industry. My grandparents owned a gourmet catering and grocery store for 40 years in Brookline. I was a chef, corporate chef, and then I became a front of the house and corporate director, food and beverage, and then I ran hotels and on and on and on. And then, of course, I got into barbecue back in 1988, really, and I opened my first barbecue restaurant in Boston in 1991, then opened another chain, and then 20 years ago opened up Fireflies in Marlborough. And we're also, as you know, the largest barbecue caterer in New England. We have over 12 trucks, and of course 2 of them being food trucks.
Right,
so
right.
Whatever we can do to help you out, that's why I'm here.
You're the right person to ask.
There you go. There's not a day that I don't enjoy what I do. There are days when I'm like, oh, I got to do it again. But, my high is people saying, that's the best I've ever had. The smile on their face, oh, Steve, this was amazing. And that people that come in to see you and want to see your staff, that's the most rewarding thing, that you genuinely touch people and they feel as though, wow, this is my favorite restaurant. I've been coming here. I had a guy, said, I've been coming here since I was a kid. They have 22 years, right? Kids were, my kids are 26 and 24, right? So, I get it. So they grew up with Fireflies, and that's the key. We're also trying to, stay hip and current and change and make sure that we appeal to someone that is, Lizzie's age, or we want to appeal to all the kids that go, it's my favorite restaurant. And that's why we sponsor the baseball teams and we give back wherever we can give, and we're involved anything with kids, and we're helping the schools, and that's what Fireflies believes in. Help the youth. That's what we need to do. Make sure that they understand that we support them because they're our future, right? That's what it's about.
That's awesome.
There's no job as an owner that you're bigger than.
That
everyone
you're-
says to me,
that you're above.
everyone says to me, like, Steve, you have all these people. What are you doing? I'm like, no, they're going to see my sleeves rolled up, and they're going to see that I'm going to do anything that I would ask them to do also. No, do I want to? Do I not want you chatting in the back, sipping soda? Yeah, so let's move. But the point is that, it is an environment where we will nurture and lead and teach and develop. That's what it's all
100%.
about, right? The restaurant community, is that we're really tight. And, we have no ill will on any restaurant, and we really want you to support all of the restaurants because that's what builds this relationship, right? Is that you can go to Fireflies one day and hit one of the other 20 restaurants, and that's important. So keep it going. We love you, and I thank you for the support of going to be 23 years and going strong, right?
Awesome.
With open arms, this city has really made Fireflies what it is today.
That was so sweet.
That's it, baby.
Perfect.
Right? All right.